Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we endured, well, I guess endured may make it sound worse than it is, but we endured the fishing tournament, the Ice Fishing Festival, the first festival of winter. We also got to celebrate a birthday, which seems to be a almost episodic thing at this point. This time, we're going to be starting off with a little bit of knowledge from Living Off the Land. Let's talk geodes. Geodes are hollow stones that often contain valuable minerals. A blacksmith can crack them open for free. Now, there's different kinds of geodes. Each one yields a different subset of minerals. The rare Omni geode, however, can contain every kind of mineral. So there you go. So there's some information. I think I kind of hinted towards that, but I really didn't say it for sure. But there you go. So now there's confirmation on kind of how that works. So yes, we're going to be experiencing the Night Market, which is a festival that is newer. Not new in this update, but newer. So I'm sure some people probably haven't experienced it before. But basically put, it's going to be a very interesting festival because it takes place at night, as you could probably tell from the name Night Market alone. Or if you couldn't, then there's your information that you may have been missing out on. But of course, that means we have some time to kill now. We don't have great luck, which I do want to be going to the Skull Cavern more, but I really don't see a point of doing it unless it's a neutral luck day at least, as I feel like that's going to be the minimum requirement, at least for kind of how I like doing it, because I just don't like taking too many risks on this. But that doesn't mean we can't get other stuff done, and we're certainly going to be attempting to do that. Now, of course, as always, we still have the same old tasks we need to do. We need to try to get to max foraging. We have to do our daily chores. Of course, we have our greenhouse now, which means that that's getting worked on and whatnot. But like always, winter is kind of a... I don't know if boring is the right word, because again, I don't know if that makes it sound worse than it actually is, but it's less entertaining to watch, I'd imagine, in terms of your perspective. Granted, I want to ensure that I'm showing a lot of the game and like how you can strategize with your time and things like that, but I feel like we've been doing that fairly well. Also, here's our bunny me, which we purchased last time. It's a baby, so it's not going to do anything for us for a little bit, which again, you may be curious what a bunny's even going to do for you to begin with in the first place, but trust me, we'll get to that once it grows up fully. But in the meantime, we have some stuff we can be getting done. Now, I believe, yes, we have no tool being worked on. We did spend a lot of money last time because we got our house upgraded to the final level, as you can see here. Or not, the final level up there. So it's as big as can be. I could work on that and make our house a little bit better, but I'm actually going to wait a little bit longer because I'm waiting until we have some furniture and stuff, and there's one specific thing that helps a lot with the furniture stuff, but we'll get to that later. But we have other things we can be working on as well. So today is not a birthday at all, but that doesn't mean we can't get friendship stuff done. Now, a patch did happen since last time I recorded finally, on the Switch anyway, which is again what I'm playing on. I don't know, I'm hopeful that this patched the glitch of loved items, and we are going to test that today. We're going to be giving probably just something that's like at least liked normally, like a flower or something to somebody, and we're going to see if that triggers the loved response. I'm very curious. Hopefully this has been patched because, oh, that'd make befriending people a lot easier. Oh wait, this one's foraging, right? Yeah, I think so. So let's just get, I guess this, because I have like extra supply up for it, I guess. But basically put, this is going to be a bit of an off day, where we're just going to try to get some small stuff done. Of course, we're going to get our hardwood and whatnot. But I'm thinking what I want to do... Oh, so there's a piece of wood down here I'm able to chop. I'm thinking what I want to do is probably just work more on the farm and just start like laying out paths and stuff, kind of how I want to shape the place. Just to have a lot of that done. And again, I know it's not really stuff that's really interesting to watch, and if we're going through a whole 3 days, I want to ensure that it's not just like monotonous of what you're having to watch and whatnot, and stuff that you really don't probably want to see or need to see for that matter. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of just cut around, as I said, to what I think is probably worth showing, what isn't. As always, we'll at the very least catch up later tonight when we see the end results, but I have a feeling there's going to be a few other times I pop in here, especially when I try giving a gift to somebody that's normally a liked item and see if they still love it or not. Either way, I'm going to see you guys in just a moment. Who better to test it on than somebody inside Pierre's General Store, where there's a lot of people we haven't been friends with. Linus is at max, Robin's at max, Marnie is not, so let's give this to Marnie. Marnie should not normally love this, it should just be a liked item. Yes, it's been patched! Thank you, Concerned Ape, you've heard all of my prayers for making this. As I mentioned, the bug where every single character had loved items they don't know. Also, I'm curious, do any of them stick here? Okay, that's liked now. That's liked as well. I think actually everything I gave that was a liked item, or that was a liked item normally that turned loved, is actually in its correct spot as well. Oh, that's super cool. Wait, I think I actually gave like a sap to somebody, like wizard maybe? Who's the dwarf? Oh, it's not even gonna appear there, because it's a hated gift, I guess, or a disliked gift. But yeah. Basically, thankfully that has finally been patched, so now I can give people items that they just like to earn friendship, and that's gonna be... I forgot you say that infinitely, so I was just spamming that for no reason. But yes, we've been waiting for that for so long. Speaking of waiting for stuff, while we're here, I'm actually gonna buy, where's it at? I think it's rice, yes. 200 gold, thing of rice, which is something you can eat. Basic grain often served under vegetables, 13 energy, 5 health. Terrible healing item, but you can cook with it, and there's a specific recipe we need it for. So that's why we're purchasing it, but oh, it's so nice to have that finally be patched, because, man, it was annoying not having to be able to give people items I know they would just like for just a little bit of friendship. So I'm very happy with that, and again, thank goodness for Concerned Dave. And hey, look at that, I don't even have to cut this time, because I found something to talk about while I was waiting. We have a new mission to work on, which is good. Let's see, I'm going to invite some friends over to do a rock rejuvenation and perch. Okay, so we either have to catch perch or give a bunch of gems. We already have the gems on standby, so I think we're just going to do that. Now, I believe we can check which ones we need here. Ruby, topaz, emerald, jade, amethyst. Yeah, we have all those, so we just got to head back to the farm and grab those. I'll make sure to do that before the end of the day here, so we get to that. But yeah, really excited to have that patch that's going to make the rest of this series just so much more enjoyable for me, trust me. Okay, so we have all the gems we need. So be careful on icicle. Wait, be careful on ice. I thought you said on an icicle. What? So do we just have to give them to you, or do I have to put them somewhere? Let me check. Okay, so yeah, that little sound effect means that we're checking off the list. So here they are. Yep, and that's all of them. We can tell from that last little sound effect. Bam, 1000 G. Super cool. I have nothing to say, unfortunately, after that. But hey, you know what? Mission done. 1000 G. I don't think maybe that's about as much as. That's actually probably about as much as you'd get for selling those gems outright, I'm guessing. Plus, of course, we're doing a mission, which means we get a ticket. And hopefully that means we'll also get sent maybe something in the mail. Seems to be a common theme when we complete those quests on the bulletin board. There we go. For this one, we get 4 kegs, which is actually really nice, because those kegs are, as I mentioned, a great way of making money, especially when we start growing some stuff. But I'm fairly certain that's all I really need to get on this day. I guess one last thing I could do is I could try to go fight monsters in the cave, aka the shadow things. I don't remember what they're called. Because I think that's the only enemy from the normal caves that we haven't completed the, well, whatever the kill requirement was. So I'm thinking I just want to check that really fast. Otherwise, I think we're just going to work on the farm. It'll kind of just depend on what pops up. I guess mine's is slightly closer, probably. But let's see here. Again, I think I don't remember what they're called, but I really think that that's the only enemy from the normal caves that we're missing out on, except for the slimes, of course, but they appear other places. Wait, what? 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 Wait a minute. Uh-oh, I think I found a bug again. Well, I guess I didn't find a bug last time. It was something that was already known. Okay, so... I swear, this seems so planted, like I knew this was a bug or something beforehand and then coming here. I swear to you, I did not know this was a thing. This is crazy. Okay, so you can see the lines of code from the game breaking here. Like locations, adventure guild, underscore kill list, underscore slimes, and then the 95-150 localized text. So you can still see how many of the numbers we need. For example, we're only at 827 out of 1,000 for the slime. So we can still tell how many we need. 268 for, wait, no, we're at 95 out of 150 for the void spirits. Okay, well, I found another bug I hope gets patched soon. That is crazy. I feel like a glitch hunter almost, but not that cool. I feel more lame than that, but that's hilarious. So hopefully it will still count if I am defeating enemies, I guess. That would be really bad. So I think I'm going to do, head back here. I'm going to make a monster musk, and I am just going to fight those guys probably today. And I think I'm going to see you guys back later tonight, because I really doubt I'm going to get them all done tonight, or done within a reasonable amount of time. Either way, see you guys in just a few moments. Well, as you can see there from the text below, the night market is open, which was the event we were waiting for. Don't think I'd forget, did you? Even though I kind of mentioned it sounded like I was going to forget, because I was like, oh, I'll see you guys later tonight, nothing else. So that means we're going to head over and do that. Unfortunately, I only got, I'm still on the same floor, but there's a lot of enemies to defeat. So maybe not the best use of a monster musk, but, you know, that's how it goes. Oh, we are definitely, leaving, because I'm not wanting to defeat that many red slimes. Those guys are way too deadly for that. So, the night market. I don't know if the game informs you of this. anywhere? Maybe maybe I think we get a letter. I think we got a letter from somebody, or maybe it was the wizard. We got a letter from somebody, I'm pretty sure, that mentions where the night market takes place. But in case you forget, or in case it didn't, and I just need to be the one to inform you, this takes place at the beach. Now, I believe you can actually go to the beach even during the day when it's not open, I think. Unlike most festivals, just nothing will actually be open, like, to purchase, as you're going to see. But let's... Oh, okay, Harvey, really? Harvey! Oh, I hate you. I hate you, Harvey. I hate you. But here we are, and you can see it doesn't, like, require a whole new transition, and time still moves, again, making it kind of unique as far as festivals go. Take a gander, see how we see Shane here. Taking a night off from the saloon for Jazz's sake. Oh, that's sweet of you. Wish I was old enough to see the mermaid show. Okay. But we can see this is the night market. You can hear from the music's a little unique. You can see there's a bunch of lights strung up. A really pretty looking festival in terms of how everything looks. I think this boat's my favorite. It's so unique. The one that's like purplish. Specialized in outdoor decorations. Doesn't catch your eye. So yep, we have a person who sells a bunch of decorations, which are specialized for outside. Of course, we're not really interested in decorations right now, but it's cool to know that those are there. This is so mysterious. I love it. Okay. So we have a few different people. We have this kind of cloak. Shredded figure. I can send you home for 250G. Makes sense because we see the totem there. Maybe we'll have to invest in that. We'll see. Or invest, I guess. Check it out. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Maybe the mermaid show will calm my nerves, but what if they think I'm... Wait, ogling? Gulp? I think he means ogling. Didn't know this, by the way. And you can see the traveling merchants here, and you can see the pig is in the little life preserver. But yes, you can see also, surprised to see me, I traded my seat at by C2. The pig likes a good swim. So yes, we can see that actually the traveling merchant, it has the same item potential as the normal traveling merchant, which means we could potentially get the truffle here as well, but we aren't looking lucky this night. But it's cool. Whoa. Dude, you're sparkling here. Let me pan on you. See how it appeared in front of him? That's hilarious. Hey, Leia, what are you looking at? A Lupine original, not bad. Lupine? I don't know how to say that. Let me check. Famous painter Lupine. I'm selling this painting for 1,200 gold. What do you say? These paintings are really interesting, and I actually am going to encourage some people to buy them, and for my sake, I'm going to buy them as well. I said it's funny because I just said we're not just in decorations, but these paintings specifically are very interesting, and I'll kind of get to that at a later point, but it is worth noting that they are a lot more special than you may think. Each day, something new. So yes, here we have an odd person who seems to, like, I don't mean to be mean, we can see it's just like some eyes. So we have a gravestone, a bunch of, like, we have some decorations, I guess, a hat, some seeds for spring, iridium fireplace, and we have some rare crows, crystal chair, upright piano, which is very expensive, but you can see there's a bunch of interesting stuff there, really odd. Let's go over here and check out what's going on at this spot. You can see there's like this one that's way further out. Has a mermaid, this is the mermaid show we heard about. Now, despite them really just beginning to open up, I'm actually not going to go there tonight. That is always available on all 3 nights, and it does not change. You do not have to worry. I want to save that for last. On our last day, we are going to watch the mermaid show. Trust me, you're not going to miss it. It's going to be in this episode too, but over here we have merchant. Hello there, care for a cup of coffee? Yes, please. This is actually the merchant from the desert we've seen before. And we come over here, we get a free pint of coffee, which is really nice. Every time we go over, it smells great, doesn't it? Yep, you get one free piece of coffee every night you come here. Let's go over and check out this last piece of the event, I guess. Hello there. Ahoy there. Oh, I guess I should have said that, huh? Ahoy there, want to take the deep sea fishing tour? Cost you 1,000 G. Sounds interesting, why not? See, up here we are in what appears to be a submarine. You can see there's this, like, little, I guess, screen here. You can see it's an image showing how far we're descending downwards. So we're actually going down under the ocean. So, if you're feared of the ocean, then this is probably kind of disturbing. But let's see what we have to see. Well, once you pay the fine to go down here, it's not just cool looks. This opens up, which I feel like would depressurize or something like that. This should cause problems. But what you can do is you can fish here. And you can hear this really pretty music. And sometimes you can see stuff like in the background. Now, you may be curious. Oh, that's really cool. I actually didn't know the bubbles could appear here. That's really interesting. You may be... Oh, come on, dude. You may be curious as to why would you want to spend money just to fish down here, especially since you have to come here later at night. Well, that's because there are unique fish that are only found in this area. There are 3 fish that are only found here. This is one of them, and I believe it's the most common, the spookfish. It is. The huge eyes can detect the faint silhouettes of prey, which makes sense because we're in a spot where no light can really reach. Which is funny, kind of like a play on real life. You can see we can still get stuff like seaweed. I believe you can only find fish, the 3 fish that are here, but there are rarity, like there is a difference in rarity between the 3 of them, like which one's most common, which one's least common, and all of them can be fairly difficult, but again, at this point it's winter, as long as you've been fishing at least a decent amount, like you should probably be okay if you really need to. Again, you could have like the trap bobber and stuff by this point. So hopefully it shouldn't be too challenging. This one I think is going to be... oh, yep, so there we go. So we can find other fish. Never mind. I, for some reason, thought you couldn't. I thought it was only the ones that were limited to this area. But that's interesting. So we got a super cucumber, which is fine. That's not one of the 3 exclusives, in case you can tell. I'm guessing the pool, no pun intended, of fish available is probably more limited. Like, I don't think you can go through nearly as many as normal, but I'm not entirely sure. But hopefully we can find... again, we can come here... this also doesn't change. All 3 days, or 3 nights of the night market, the fish that are down here I don't think change, and you can come here every single time. You just have to repay the fine. There is the second one, the midnight squid. We can take a look at it. A strange, mysterious denizen of the ocean's twilight depths. Really cool. I'm also going to throw something in the way, just so that way I have a little spot of inventory for hopefully the last fish, because there's only one more fish that's exclusive to this specific event. In terms of you can only catch them. Okay, well maybe I should try to get that too. Now, of course, time does pass while you're down here, not when you're actually doing the, like, fishing minigame itself, as you can see. But time does pass, which means you have a limited amount of time to be here. Again, you may want to... oh, there's a squid in the background, as you can see. But that does lead credence to why you may want to consider doing the... oh, that's cool. We actually got some of the roe, even though... I'm just going to throw away this stuff, because I'd rather have the roe. And then I'll... oh, dude, this sucks. I have too much crap. I'm just gonna throw away the magma geode. I don't want to do that. Magma geode, even though it could have something useful, I just... oh, there we go. It's mostly just because I would rather just use the omni geodes anyway, since you can get more stuff from them, and I'd rather just have the inventory spot. But yeah, it doesn't matter what night you come here. You can come here all 3 nights, which you may have to if you get unlucky enough to get all 3 of the fish that are exclusive to this area. Now, the one that we're missing is, I think, the rarest of the 3, and is also the most expensive in terms of it's the one that's worth the most. Oh, come on, dude. But I think it's also the hardest one to catch. This could be a super cucumber, or this could be it. That is it right there, the blobfish. You can tell from its purple background that's rarer. This odd creature floats above the ocean floor, consuming any edible material in its path. 53 energy, 23 health. That is all 3 of the exclusive fish that you can only find during the night market. You can see they all 3 fit cleanly in this nice little row here. Really nice. Now I am going to fish here for just a bit longer, mostly because there's nothing else for us to do really in the night market, since I'm waiting to do the mermaid show until the final night. But I do want to mention that, again, you can do this on any of the 3 days. It does not change. And again, if you really need to, I'd recommend just making sure that you're willing to reset the day beforehand. So do something small in the meantime, like fish for money or something, just to be safe and make sure you get all 3 of the fish. The blobfish, as I said, is the rarest fish. And funnily enough, I think the blobfish in real life is actually just a type of pufferfish or something without water. Isn't that it? Like a deep sea pufferfish? And the reason it looks the way it is because like it gets taken out of the deep area of the ocean, and so what happens is like its skin fall. I don't remember what it is. It's something that makes you feel really bad for the blobfish because it's not how it's supposed to look. Like, and it's essentially just like if all the air was sucked out of you or something like that. I remember it being kind of disturbing, but here it's an actual fish in the lore of Stardew Valley, which is interesting. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, I forgot my inventory is kind of a mess. Maybe I should just go. I don't freaking... I guess the winter route. Yeah, I think we're gonna head up. So whenever you're finished, if you do not have a totem on you, which I don't, for free, he'll take you back up. Again, it's a one-time fine for coming down here the first time, but if I want to go back down after this, either on another night of the, well, night market, or if I want to go back down even just tonight, if I was like, oh, you know, I shouldn't have come up here, you'll have to pay the fine again, so just keep that in mind as you go. Just something to keep, you know, in the back of your head. Also, you do have to wait for the climb up, as you can see, so and time does pass. So again, it may be worth trying to bring a totem here if you plan on sitting down there for quite a bit of time. Now, that is all we really have for the night market on night 1. The night market does change slightly as the nights go on. I'm just going to spend the 250G at this point to just get teleported home, so we don't have to worry about going to bed too late. But yeah, it is worth noting that, it is something that you can kind of fluctuate in terms of how you go about it, like what activities you do on certain days and whatnot. And again, I have a schedule in mind for doing certain parts of the activities and whatnot. I am just going to sell the... Actually, no, I want to keep one of each of these, and I'm going to keep the super cucumber just for the sake of it. The reason I'm keeping stuff is just because there are quite a few recipes in this game that I find are quite complicated. I don't fully remember them off the top of my head like I could do for some of the other things in this game, where I feel like I'm pretty good with it. Also, we're just going to keep the blobfish. I don't think we're going to ever sell that, though I think it's worth actually decent amount. Yeah, 500 gold. That is half 1,000 just for catching one of those. As I said, they're quite rare though, so just be aware of that if you try to hunt them down specifically for their monetary value. But I think that's all for day one. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of just go through my inventory a tad, sell that duck mayonnaise and whatnot, and I'll see you guys tonight at the amount of money we have earned, or the money screen or whatever. See you guys in just a moment. And here are our funds for the day. Nothing super duper exciting. You can see some of our row that we got from a chest is finished, which I just sold because I don't know if I sold any other type of row. I don't know if I made it clear. The reason that I chose sturgeons to put in the pond is because they give a special type of row, which is caviar, once you preserve it. And that is technically its own item here in the like collections tab. So there's caviar and there's aged row. There's two different things. So yeah, I don't think we had sold that before, so that's good that I did that then. Okay, hopefully we have good luck today, please. Okay. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Okay, well, I'm guessing then what I'm going to do, because again, we are day 2 of the night market. Then the final day is also going to be the wizard's birthday. So we're going to be a little bit busy. I don't really know if do I just say, oh, yeah, here we go. Hey, Ryan, thanks again for the wonderful gemstones. These are perfect for my energy realignment work. I want to thank you with a special gift. I hope you create some wonderful items with it. We get a sewing machine, which is something we actually haven't checked out yet, that Emily said we could actually use in her house. So for now, it's something though that we actually can use in our house as well, which again, I'll get to a later point because I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff that isn't super important or stuff that you may not come across at a certain time. Oh, here's a vegetable from the little garden I keep out back. Wait, you grew a cauliflower in winter? You must also have a greenhouse then, because I don't know how else you did that. But yeah, so I think I'm torn because I do want to, again, I want to be doing Skull Cavern, but it's a bad luck day. And on bad luck days, I really don't feel like doing that because I feel like I need at least a neutral day to make something out of it and not just be wasting my time and effort. So I think we're not going to go to the Skull Caverns again, which sucks. It sucks a lot because I really need to be doing that, especially for Iridium because that's our best money-making like option right now. But it just sucks when it's a bad luck day because I don't want to be wasting resources, but whatever. We'll figure it out. So I think today what it's going to be is I'm going to head back to the mines this time a little bit earlier. I'm going to try to get, even though again, I really hope it's going to count, the shadow figures being defeated. Just to try to get it out of the way so we don't have to worry about that anymore, and then we can fully engross ourselves in other stuff. Especially since trees and stuff are still having to grow, even though we need our foraging level up and whatnot, and yeah, it's this whole mess, but we'll try to make it work. Also, I did remember, I need to sell a normal goat milk because I didn't sell one of those by itself. I just sold the large goat milk, I believe, right? Yeah, right there. So I'm just gonna sell that. See, it's a good thing I remember because there's stuff like that that, for some reason, I feel like I struggle often to remember, but whatever. So wait. I didn't go do the chickens. Of course I don't. I'm so stupid. So yeah, anyway, since you guys don't have to see me being stupid, I'm just gonna go do that. Hopefully we'll get done a decent time, and then we can go get our hardwood and do some more of the daily stuff. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a moment. First secret note of the day. Let's take a look at it. I hid something behind the community center. Welp, cut and dry as it is, something for us to check out at a later time. Maybe that'll be something we do tomorrow on our final day of the episode if we don't have a good luck day to go to the mines at all. But then again, even if we have good luck, we probably can't because I need to check out the night market and whatnot, so we'll probably just do that tomorrow. Who knows? Our second secret note, which the night market is open, so we're gonna head there soon, but we might as well check this out. Alex's strength training diet. Complete breakfast, salmon dinner. I've learned to love this food. I can feel the protein. So, again, it's just another note that gives you more information on loved items for certain individuals. Not terrible, but nothing new. While I was unable to complete the quest of defeating enough of the void spirits, the night market has arrived, and it's time for us to get to work on it. I want to ride a boat. Okay. So, night 2, you can see there's some different faces here. Getting all my holiday shopping done tonight. Let me know if you see Pierre coming, okay? Cold air isn't so bad if you huddle up. Or bundle up. I thought you said huddle up. What? Okay. What are you two doing over here? I highly recommend the submarine tour. There are some very fascinating creatures living in the deep ocean. Wow, the tech on this thing's amazing. Yeah, considering we can't really go that deep in real life, but whatever. Also, it's kind of weird because he's not located too far from the shore, so it's kind of weird he can go down that far, but I don't know, maybe he moves a little bit while he's going down and it just doesn't seem that way. Anyway. Night 2 is very similar. There are some shops that are literally the exact same. For example, we come over here. This is the exact same. Oh, hey, sick. Of course, we get our free coffee. If you go on the boat tour, as mentioned, the exact same fish will spawn, to my knowledge, in terms of like which ones appear. So, nothing new there. What changes is more so on this side of the dock. Ooh, find purple silk. You can't find that at Joja Mart. You know, I purchased some of my favorite items from this market. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. Day 2 of the Charlie Merchant, please. Truffle, 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 truffle. Gosh dang it. Okay, whatever. Day 2, we have another painting. I'm selling this painting for 1,200 gold. Might as well. Portrait of a mermaid. For the glimpse we had of the mermaid show, you can see he's probably right. And lastly, we have this guy over here. As you can see, he is selling some slightly different items. 2 different other furniture pieces, the same hat, different seeds. This time it is the summer season of seeds, which is interesting. And then everything else at the bottom is the exact same. The mermaid show, as mentioned, does not change either. We could go see it today, and there's no reason to see it multiple times unless you really like the cutscene, which, hey, you know what? I wouldn't fully blame you. What are you going to do with all that new space in your house? My favorite thing is seeing the boats that creak out of the woods, strangely comforting. That's kind of wholesome. What are you doing, Sebastian? Kind of look emo down here. If I'm relaxed tonight, I might even buy a trinket. Oh, wow. That's so wholesome. Okay, whatever. It's random. But yes, that is night 2 of the night market. Now, the night market, in the context of somebody who's played the game a bunch, isn't the most exciting thing in the entire game by any stretch of the imagination. If you couldn't tell, there's quite a limited amount of things to do. Yeah, there's shops and stuff to check out, but for the most part, there is nothing that extensive in terms of you wanting to go see. Doesn't mean there's no reason to go visit, and of course we're still going to go visit tomorrow, the last day of the event. But it is worth noting that it is kind of, I wouldn't say a controversial event by any means, but it's definitely one that is, I wouldn't even say less memorable, it's just, it's less unique, I guess, in terms of getting stuff done. Also, I realized I did not use my horse all today, which, I mean, I'm sure it probably friggin', what did I name my horse again? I forget. Epona or something? What did I name it? Where did I check my horse? Isabel. I don't know why I don't remember why I was blanking on that. Actually, I do know because I suck with names. But yes, that is day 2 of the, or night 2, I guess, of the night market. Meaning we have 1 night left to go. It's going to be interesting to see what we have. I'm going to collect our hardwood for the day. Of course, I want to make sure I'm doing that since we've used a lot of it. And I'll see you guys later tonight at our end screen for the day, or our end of money screen for the day. See you in just a moment. There was a strong windstorm during the night. Interesting, I went to bed, and as you can see there, it seemed like something may have happened that we'll want to take a look at. There's our money for the day, and with that we enter the final day of today, I guess, technically. And in turn, the last day of the night market. So we have some exciting things to get to. Now hopefully today is actually just a neutral luck day at best. Okay, we're fine with that, because I really don't have any desire to go to the mines on the same day. I'm planning on doing other stuff. Now, checking the calendar, as you can see, it's Wizard's birthday as well today, and it's the last day of the night market, which means we have some exciting stuff to get to. Of course, we have... Oh, what? Sorry to bother you again, but I need another favor. I've got a new hammer, and I want to try it on a variety of metals. Could you smelt an iron bar and bring it to me? Okay, so Clint wants an iron bar. That's fine. That shouldn't really take too much time out of our schedule. But yes, we're going to make sure we get a gift to the wizard, since he's so annoying to a friend, because he's always out of the way. But we'll also want to try to see if we can look around the valley and figure out just what made that noise last night, because that was very odd, to say the absolute least. We're also, of course, going to want to get through and do some other stuff. I think since... I don't know if it's bugged or not, so I think for now I'm going to put off doing the shadow things. I don't think I definitely didn't do enough anyway to do it normally. But just in the meantime, I'm not going to probably push it off for like that long, to the point where we need to wait for another patch, because I really doubt that we're going to get one right away since one just came out. But I think what I'm going to do today is just kind of work on the farm. Again, start setting some stuff up and lining things like paths up, just that way I kind of have the layout in my mind going, so we can start, placing stuff in certain areas and whatnot, and you kind of get the idea. But of course, the day always begins the exact same, with nothing really that interesting. So I'm going to see you guys once I've finished, and we're on to the first interesting thing of the day. See you guys in just a moment. Okay, so if you couldn't see right there, one of the huge trees that we've seen before seems like maybe it fell down. It looks like it got a clean chop through, though. That doesn't look like it just fell down. That looks way too clean. It looks like someone cut that. That's insane. Also, if you're curious where I got the 5 iridium ore in my inventory for, I was panning. That pan spot appeared on our farm, and I actually got 5 iridium ore from it, so that was pretty cool. We can see that there's a question mark next to it if we interact with it. The old tree is gone. However, with 100 pieces of hardwood, this could be fixed up. What does it mean by that, I wonder? I guess it's something for us to potentially invest more hardwood into, which, that's fun. I love doing that. But interesting, it says that we need to fix up a stump. Interesting. But now that that also has been interacted with once, we can see that there is now a spot in our journal for it. Also, I forgot to get an iron bar, so we're going to have to head back there regardless. Even if we want to get the hardwood and not take a look at that, we'll kind of have to see. Definitely have a few different things I want to get done today. I want to check out some of our notes and whatnot, and I want to see just kind of what we can accomplish with, with what notes we have and whatnot. But of course, now I want to see what all this tree thing's about, right? It fell down and whatnot. In case you're curious, the thing like that's happening right now with the tree, even though I don't want to spoil what it means, I believe this is something that is guaranteed to happen. I don't know if it's on the exact same day. I know it's in winter. I think it's, no, I don't even think it's winter. I think it's, never mind, I'm not going to spoil that. But yeah, basically put, I think this can happen at any time. It's a guarantee to happen once you accomplish a certain task. I'm not going to say what it is yet. But I believe it can happen anytime after you've done it. Maybe. Again, I'm not entirely sure how it works. But I know it's a guaranteed thing to happen eventually. It's not like the, what's it called? The owl statue thing where that was pure luck and that's like something that only luck affects. Whereas this is something that is guaranteed to happen at some point. So don't worry about that if you're waiting for this to happen to you in your playthrough. You'll kind of see why. Anyway. Hello! Happy birthday to you, my friend. Wizard, you remember my birthday? I'm impressed. Thanks. You can see we're at 8 hearts, which is really good because we're really behind on him. Takes years of study to understand the language. Yeah, I really don't care because this is something you mentioned to me on multiple occasions, and I really couldn't care less. But there you go. Wizard goes from being one of the bottom of our friends list to now being close to the top, which is good, which means we don't have to worry as much about befriending him in terms of making sure we remember to give him gifts, but I still want to try to do that. I'm going to head back up to the farm, get the iron bar we need for Clint, and I'll see you guys once we are there. I'm also going to probably grab the hardwood if we have 100, which I think we should. But yeah, we're definitely going to be probably trying to plant more hardwood saplings, if nothing else, just to ensure that we're getting keeping our hardwood numbers up. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Good evening, Clint. Here's the iron bar you asked me for. Hey, it's iron bar I asked for. Yeah, exactly. It looks strong. Perfect. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate this. Hey, what do you need? Do I have anything else to give you? Do you like... Actually, I want to keep the jade. Sorry, man. But I'll use something else at a different time. 500 gold, which is more than iron bars normally worth, so hey. And we got a little bit more friendship with Clint, and he's another one who can be kind of annoying to a friend, so I'm happy about that. Now, I did get the hardwood, so we have 199, so that means we'll actually have close to 100 left over, thankfully. Basically, 100 if you round it up, which I'm sorry I'm not feeling more... Wait, what? Feeling morose today. Oh. Wish there was more certainty about the future. Don't want to grow old as a lonely hermit on this beach. Don't depress me, man. I'm playing video games to escape that crap. I actually want to check in on Emily because, yes, after completing that quest, I knew there was a cutscene here that can occur after you've completed her request. Great, everyone has their stone. Now close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. Focus on your lungs. You can kind of see everyone picked a gem that represents them in a way, which is interesting. Visualize the pure energy flowing into your body with every breath, and when you exhale, feel all the tension and negative energy flowing out, leaving you more and more relaxed with every breath. Thought my person was gonna slam the door open then. Now open your heart to the vibrational frequency of your stone. Do you feel anything? Nope. Just nope. I do. Okay, let's go, Marty. Look at you. Relaxed. And then Haley's just sleeping. Oh, it's such a mood. I love that. Just a funny little cutscene. You don't have to see that. Looks like the gemstones are put to good use. You don't have to ever see that, but it's something I wanted to show. Oh, okay, I think one of them just left the room. But it's something I wanted to show because it's just a funny little cutscene. And I really like that there's cutscenes of, like, what the people do with the items you gave them. And you kind of get to see that your actions in helping out in the village actually have a notable effect, which I think is really cool. So let's head up here and see what we can do with this 100 hardwood. Let's fix up the stump. I don't know how we're fixing up a stump, but I guess we're about to see. Okay, I guess I'm using a hammer from the sounds of it. Maybe an axe. Oh! Maybe someone will decide to move in. Oh, we made a house! Dang, dude! That's pretty good. Considering we have very little carpentry skills as a character. I mean, we made chests and stuff, which is not easy, but we just made a house. Maybe someone will decide to move in. So for now, that's all there is to do with this thing. If you try to interact with it, literally nothing happens. I'm spamming the A button right now. I don't know if you can hear that. And absolutely nothing's happening with this thing right now. But if we check our quest log, you can see that it's also completely gone. Interesting. So that means we've done what we needed to with that for now, presumably. And it just means I guess I'll have to keep an eye on it. But now there's a little homemade in that stump. It has a very tiny door. I don't know who's going to live there. Maybe Jazz or Vincent has a little playhouse or something. But, still something cool. Oh, there it is. Something cool to get done. And I'm glad we did that because, again, it's another funny little thing to see once it's done. It's already getting pretty late, which means we don't have too much we can do. So I think I'm just going to head back to the farm, work on some stuff like I said I was going to in terms of blazing paths and whatnot. And I'll see you guys tonight at the night market, the final night of it. See you in just a moment. And here we are at the final night of the, well, night market. 7:20 p.m. Got here a little bit later, but that's fine. You've seen the mermaid show, it's my favorite. Okay, I'm a little concerned when it's Alex's favorite. No offense to Alex fans. It must be so thrilling to travel the world like they do, huh? Or, Sai, I guess. Once again, just like all the other nights, there are some things that change, some things that don't. Everything on this side of the boat, or side of the pier, doesn't change. Outside of the people who are here to talk. Maybe all else fails, I'll become a submarine captain. That might be cool. If you enjoy it, just here for the free coffee. This is one of the newer traditions in Pelican Town. We've taken to it rather quickly, haven't we, George? It's newer. It's funny they say that, 'cause it's newer in terms of the game updates, and it's newer in terms of like the lore of like, oh, this is something that wasn't always a thing. Which makes sense because with all like the mysterious stuff going on and how odd everything seems like it's connected to the wizard somehow. Oh, look, a painted spot. In terms of it being like more of the mystical side of the world of Stardew Valley. Hello, Elliot. Fleet of exotic merchants traveling the world in search of riches beyond imagination. What an adventure. Indeed. Final night in our final painting. It's the exact same as always. Solar Kingdom. Super cool. Please. This would be so perfectly timed. Have a truffle, please. Glazed yams, cranberry candy, crab cakes, moral, bread, baked fish, roots platter, quality sprinkler, more simply, no. Okay, well, that means no truffle from the traveling merchant in this event, but that doesn't mean we're completely doomed yet. Stone owl, I think that's something we've seen before. Log section, that is technically new. Fall crops this time over here, as you can see, and everything else is the same. Technically, that would be all we'd have to do here, but as I mentioned, I pushed it off. It's time for us to finally check out the esteemed mermaid show. I'm going to be silent so you can enjoy this. I hope that you all enjoyed this lovely duet of sorts. The jokes about being drugged in this game write themselves. Anyhow, now that we have seen the mermaid show, you can just up and leave. That's all there is to do here, it's just to watch the show. Or so it would seem. Come up to these shells and you try to interact with them after the show is complete, and you'll hear a little sound effect. They're all keys, as you can hear. It is low, and then it goes all the way up to a higher pitch. Now, if you are at this point and you have not gotten a specific secret note, you would not know what to do here. Of course, there's some suspicions as to why, there's different keys and why you can interact with them after the show is over. I'm going to be doing this now. This does not change, and it can be done without receiving the note. However, you are going to need the note to do this in terms of if you're blind to the experience, or at least look it up. Again, this code should not change, even in later versions. Starting off, far left. We're then going to go on the exact opposite, far right. One over left, and then we're going to go over here, which is right next to where one was, and then right in the middle. It is a quaint little secret. As you can see, some fairies that were singing around with the lady. We received a pearl, and I don't believe we received some from something else, but it is really rare, and it's one that we now have a duplicate of, which means we have two of them. Maybe we're willing to sell one now. Again, the way of knowing that code there is from a secret note we have yet to receive, due to just bad RNG, unfortunately. And since I wanted to show that now without having to wait until all the way till next year, year 2's, which would be like the end of the whole year, I wanted to show that now, even though I technically haven't received the code yet. I will, of course, make note of when we find the secret note. Also, I'm going to sell the pearl, because, again, I want to show off like why I'm keeping one and what happens if you sell one and whatnot. Because it's essentially exists just to be sold, but we'll get to that in a moment. But yes, it is, in fact, the end of the night market, and what a great way to end it, if you know what I mean. I mean, wasn't that just an amazing show? Again, as I said, the jokes really write themselves when it comes to, like, there being some drunk or drug issues here in the valley. Of course, that would be Alex's favorite part of the entire thing. Doesn't surprise me. And there is the pearl, worth 2,500 gold by itself. Not bad, per se. It's just, for how rare they are, it's not anything super impressive. At least for me. This is why I recommend at least keeping one, because if nothing else, it's kind of a cool collectible. Since they're so rare, you might as well at least just keep one, since again, you're not missing out on selling it. You're only gonna, get 2,500 gold. But there's no other purpose for the pearls, or so it would seem. But we'll get to that at a different point. That was a pretty fun festival, even though we had a bit of a weird ending, but hey, you know what? It all adds to the Stardew experience. Next time, we're going to continue with winter as we approach the end of our first year in the valley. I'm excited to share that with all of you. I hope to see you all then.